A German newspaper is raising security concerns as the European authorities consider granting limited market access to Chinese company Huawei to develop a 5G network. One America's Kristian Rouz looks into this matter.
We're in active discussions with the UK government and others about Huawei.
The Trump administration is warning European allies of the persistent security threats posed by Chinese telecom giant Huawei and its plans to build a global 5G network. According to German newspaper Handelsblatt Wednesday, the US gave Germany the latest evidence of Huawei's malicious activities, including the theft of technology and military intelligence. The same day, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo flew to London to address the matter after Prime Minister Boris Johnson moved to allow Huawei limited access to the British market.
But I think it is absolutely vital that people in this country do have access to the best technology available.
According to Handelsblatt, Huawei's 5G development is directly connected to Chinese intelligence operations to penetrate the European security. The paper says the German Foreign Office has the necessary documents to prove that. Germany is the leading force behind EU security policies, but so far the bloc shares the UK's view of the matter, saying it will prevent Huawei's abusive practices.
For example, via the application of the foreign direct investment screening, trade defense instruments, competition rules to make sure there's no lock-in, as well as through EU funding program and their security conditionality.
Meanwhile, mainstream media claims British Prime Minister Johnson doesn't see Huawei as a threat, although he did not say that directly. Instead, Johnson has thoroughly avoided questions, and his remarks suggest the final decision on Huawei is still in the making. The Prime Minister says Huawei should be able to work in the UK like any other company, but at the same time it's unclear if security risks can be avoided.
We're going to come up with a solution that enables us to achieve both those objectives. Allow consumers, businesses in the UK to have access to fantastic technology, fantastic communications, but also protect our security interests.
German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas says Chinese hackers could still exploit backdoor vulnerabilities if Huawei is allowed even the limited access to European and British markets. Maas says Huawei could still build in its products into the broader European 5G network and hack into strategic infrastructure later. US officials say the Chinese company may need to be banished from Europe altogether, because otherwise America may not be able to share intelligence within NATO going forward.
When networks are deployed, if they still contain untrusted vendors, we will have to think about how we would do our shared operations in the form of military intelligence and law enforcement in that environment where we can't trust that information will be kept secret.
Huawei is rejecting Handelsblatt's claims as American propaganda, saying its 5G products are not connected to espionage in any form and are entirely safe. Pompeo is now expected to work with British officials to find an appropriate solution. Kristian, Rouz, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.